Hi everybody. So I said I would do a live after the show tonight. Never do lives after the show because everybody has so many questions and I'm afraid I won't be able to answer all of them. So we'll see how this goes. I make no promises about lives after the show in the future. Okay, let's give it just a couple of minutes for everyone to get logged on. Who all tuned in for tonight's episode? Yeah, it was crazy, right? I feel like Amber had an extremely dramatic episode this time. I think if there was a vote, she would win it. It's Joshua said, "Where's Blaine?" I have been getting asked that question a lot. People made the comment that I've had Deontay on my lives, but I've never had Blaine on my lives. So, Blaine. So I brought him tonight. Yay!
What's up?
Okay, so this is Blaine's first live, ever in life, so y'all go easy on him.
Thank you.
Okay, so when you replay the live, you can't see the live chat, so when you're responding to people, I like to read it out loud. So...
Oh, yeah.
All the people,
everybody Team Blaine. Squad up!
Not commenting on relationship statuses yet. Like I said, there's still some more left of this season.
She's my bestie.
Yeah, Blaine has been there for me for a really long time. Like, Blaine and me have known each other for... Are you eating an ice cream sandwich?
Oh, yeah. It's fire.
Don't stuff in it. I thought I had to eat really quick.
Good stuff.
I think it was working. Hey from Walnut. Who's that? And Gigi? From Walnut. I'm there all the time. I stopped by the dairy bar just the other day. But,
Constant Reality Check. What's up?
Yeah, Constant Reality Check is one of my very favorite podcasts to listen to. I literally have, spent so much time listening to their old episode recaps because I didn't start listening to them until recently. They are hilarious.
Everybody go follow them.
They really are funny. Blaine actually introduced me to them. So Blaine and me, I think my cousin actually introduced us. Joseph, yeah. It was actually Blaine's best friend is my cousin at the time. And he introduced us and we did a lot of dirt together.
Yeah. A lot.
Not a lot of proud moments from that. But
it's all part of the testimony.
Yeah. We do have really good testimonies. Blaine got his self together before me. Blaine, why don't you tell about going to rehab and everything?
Well, I went to a place called Broken Lives Ministry, and really wasn't rehab that helped me out. I kind of more or less had to get the mental state myself, my mindset, find the bigger picture I wanted and go after it. And really, I give all the thanks to God. If it wasn't for God, I'd have never made it.
Blaine's actually the person that introduced me to a lot of the addiction classes when I first got home. Those made a big difference because when I first came home and I was with Scott, I didn't have the right people in my life. I didn't have the right priorities. I didn't have the resources that I had this time. It made a huge difference having people that been going through what I'm going through, are there for me in and out, that will accept when you make mistakes and help you move forward instead of a lot of people, they don't want to go to church because they feel like people are going to look down on them. I'm not in that type of church. We're not in that type of church. We go to the station in Iuka. It's a great church. Everybody's the same. I don't feel like people look down on me. I don't feel like people look at me any different than anyone else there, which is a really great space to be in and a great thing to find. So the person that keeps saying I was using Deontay, what did I use him for? Like what? Did you not hear me even on the show? I paid for all of our phone calls, all of our emails, all of our video visits. I paid that. I'm the one that loaned Deontay money when I was in prison. Deontay never sent me any money. Not any. I don't need anybody to send me money. Scott kept giving me handouts. I wasn't going to tell him no. Just saying. Somebody just walks up to you and starts handing you money. Are you going to be like, oh no, I don't want this money. Like, no, I took the money. Of course I took the money. You have to read fast.
Yeah, really fast.
Yes, Karen. She says, I'm tired of hearing that you used Deontay. He gave you nothing. How did you use him? I literally have... Deontay...
Get some boots.
Blaine gave me boots. Deontay gave me a shirt one time, and he gave me the picture frame for my birthday. Yep. Yep, that's it. That's all. The thing is, I didn't want Deontay to send me any money. I didn't want him to buy me presents because I didn't want him to get back into that relationship. Would he have if I would have asked him? Of course. Deontay's a great guy. He's really nice. He would have completely had no problem with sending me money and paying for all the phone calls and stuff, but I didn't want him to be in that type of relationship. I wanted him to be in a relationship that didn't have all of that one-sided, one-way street need, but I still get called a user, and I'm not really sure why. Blaine wrote me from rehab. Blaine wrote me in prison from rehab. And that's only the reason I even had his number, because we didn't talk the entire time I was incarcerated. I talked to Blaine in 2020 when I was out, like twice maybe?
Give or take.
Yeah, like it was like briefly. Like there was me and Blaine didn't have a relationship before. We weren't scheming anything. I didn't need Deontay to be back on the show. I've heard a lot of that. Oh, she's only with you to be on the show. I was actually cast with someone else before Blaine and before Deontay, and that relationship did not work because they relapsed, and I had to draw the line and say, because when they were in recovery and doing really well for themselves, I was really happy to be there and be a part of that. But when they relapse, I'm like, okay, relapse is contagious. You have to be so careful about that. If they're relapsing out there now, what if I get out and we relapse together? So I ended up breaking that relationship off. I got pulled from casting. I was supposed to be on Love during lockup, and
it's okay. Elf bar.
Wait, I wasn't reading. Sorry. I actually quit vaping and smoking, and then I picked vaping back up, and I need to quit again. Constant Reality Check said, Blaine is ride or die. Great dude right there.
Try to be. Best.
Used Deontay for a storyline. Said, Blackster for sure. For show. Blackster for show. I don't really need Deontay for a storyline. Deontay could have gotten with any inmate, and they would have put him back on the show. I could have gotten with literally any person in the entire world and gotten back on the show. Once you've been on, you have, the ability to kind of have more of a contact with the producers and with production about continuing a storyline if you choose to do so. So I didn't really need Deontay to stay relevant. It just wasn't necessary. Cast members are not supposed to talk. I don't talk to any cast members. Deontay was the first cast member I'd ever spoken to besides Tracy from Tracy and Clint. Actually, the person that I was dating is actually the person that was running my social media and told me that they had Deontay, because they had actually talked to several of the cast members. I didn't. I was in prison. But they talked to several of the cast members briefly. I didn't know that until after I got home and looked at my social media. But they were one of the reasons that I actually started talking to Deontay. And like when I talked to Deontay, it was just about like relating to being a cast member, because I had missed all of the being able to be a cast member while it was showing. I got locked up the same week that the show aired, so I hadn't ever gotten to do the lives. I didn't get to do anything on social media or anything, so I was just kind of talking to him about that. Basically, the extent of my knowledge of what it was like being on the show was what had happened when I was in prison, which is kind of cool, because you might be like semi-known out here in the world, but in prison you're like hugely famous. Like, I really did feel famous in prison, not so much out here.
Well, these folks are spitting some questions. By the time I get one ready, it's like
Deontay had a I can't even talk because I'm watching you read. Deontay had a not so great episode. I feel like they showed a lot of his flaws, a lot of the things I was pointing out, and I hate that, because like I said, you don't see the whole picture, you just see pieces and parts. But
Tupelo?
Smith and Tupelo?
Yes.
Angela Smith, I'm from Tupelo. saw he was on the show. Yeah, I'm at Tupelo every Wednesday night for therapy. A lot of the problems.
No, never high.
You? Oh no, Blaine's. We have Blaine has to pass hair follicle tests. He's going through CPS to get full custody of his son. I have to pass UA tests whenever. Mine are random, so just kind of like when they call and say come in. Actually, the day that we had gone to the lawyer's office, they actually called while we were at the lawyer's office, and I had to leave directly from the lawyer's office and go take a test. But no, we're both sober, happily so. Recovery is way better than living a life of addiction. A lot of me and Deontay's problems were just that I feel like we're not seeing eye to eye right now. Like, I feel like I'm maybe not hearing him when he's speaking. I feel like he's not hearing me at all. Like I said to him on the show, like, you're not giving me solutions to moving out of Blaine's. You're not giving me solutions on what I need to do. You're just telling me to fix it, and I don't know how to do that. What did you read?
Oh, these questions.
Bradley Cooper's stunt double.
I've heard that.
I've heard that.
Oh, yeah, that was Constant Reality.
I feel like had me and Deontay been able to live together, we probably wouldn't have been experiencing a lot of the problems that we have been. I mean, long distance relationships are hard. I thought it would be a lot easier, being that we had been doing the long distance relationship while we were in prison. However, when I first got home, I feel like we started going through a lot of the same problems that every long distance relationship has. And it felt like the majority of our problems started when I started working.
I agree with baby girl.
I don't even know what they said. When I started working, I feel like that took away from time that I was able to talk to Deontay, and he immediately, I started working on a Wednesday. Wednesday was my first day, and we had our first big argument on Saturday.
Thank you, Kim.
That's how fast it kind of occurred, that it seemed to deteriorate as soon as I wasn't able to give him the majority of my time. And it wasn't that. I was giving a lot of my time to Blaine. I mean, yeah, we were with each other, but we're working. And I'm going straight to class afterwards. Like, I'm not out doing anything and having fun. Like, I didn't really, especially when I first got home, I didn't have much time for myself.
Hey, Mama Brown.
You just want to give random shout-outs?
Yeah, why not? I want to shout out to everybody that's commenting anything positivity. Even the haters. What's up? Love y'all. We're doing something right for y'all to hate.
Oh gosh. Blaine has recently started actually using his Instagram. So if y'all want to give him a follow, please do. He's watching his followers grow up. It's funny.
At Blaine Mac Baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you're trying to make Deontay look bad. Stay where you at, girl. Says Tony Shamore. I'm not trying to make Deontay look bad. I feel like that me and Deontay...
good enough for herself.
I feel like that me and Deontay just weren't... I mean, we're not working. Like, we're not working together. Like, it's like neither one of us are hearing the other person. And I feel like a lot of our problems are just...
Yeah, Courtney, you get a shout out. Keep talking. I'm doing my shout outs.
I feel like a lot of our problems are really normal. There's nothing wrong with problems in a relationship. It's just us having to figure out how to work them out. And, like, things just seem to be deteriorating more than they're improving right now. Oh, they can cause Sooth? How cool. Tristan? Huh? I didn't even know so many local people watched. But no, I'm definitely not trying to make Deontay look bad. Like I actually said when I opened, I feel like Deontay had a really bad episode because I feel like they pointed out a lot of his flaws in that episode and didn't really let him get what he was trying to say out across the show. But a lot of that comes from the fact that they're just condensing so much of our lives down. But I don't want to make Deontay look bad. I actually thought this episode would get a little more into... things got pretty hype.
Stay tuned.
On Main Street in Tupelo.
Stay tuned.
I actually thought that they would hit it all this week, but they didn't. So that's something to definitely be looking forward to. Things got pretty crazy for a while there. I will say that. There is definitely more drama ensuing soon. I mean, it's good TV. Miranda, yes, I've mentioned several times about I can't say anything about my relationship status. I don't want to give spoilers to people who don't want them, you know? Me and Deontay have gone through a lot of back and forth stuff. We have had a lot of fights and been able to get through it and, you know, come out stronger than ever. And Blaine is my best friend. Like, he's not going anywhere. And that's something that Deontay's going to have to learn to cope with, period. Like, he's been there for me since I've been home. Don't get arrested in Tupelo. I know, Lee County jail sucks. I've been there.
Little plastic boats? Oh, no.
Terrible jail.
Not for me.
Yeah, Melinda says, I give you props. You're not risking your freedom for no man. And that's what I feel like Deontay was asking me to do. I can't go stay the night at a hotel or even at my mom's without clearing it with my probation officer beforehand. I have to be home when I'm supposed to be home. It's just simple as that. And I was really frustrated because I feel like he should know that. He was very well aware of all of the conditions of my probation. He had pictures. I sent him pictures of my probation paperwork. He knew exactly what I could and couldn't do. So that's why I was frustrated, because he's not giving me a solution to moving out of Blaine's. He just wants me to move out. Blaine married Lindsay.
Hell no.
Oh. But, like I said, I feel like if there's a vote for who had the craziest episode, I think that should go to Amber. I feel like Amber and Puppy had a, like, whoa night. I mean, she, like, literally, like, went after Puppy, and I was not expecting that. I was super annoyed that... I think my dog wants in.
That's the other one. Leave that one out.
Is that what, Dixie? I feel like what is her boyfriend's name? Eric. I feel like Eric showing her that his wife had filed for divorce was not what she was asking for. Eric, she wanted you to file for divorce. That's not what. No. I feel bad for Puppy. I feel like she's between a rock and a hard spot. I feel like it's really hard for her having to, defend Amber from Eric and then Eric from Amber. I feel like she's in a really hard spot. Does your daughter know each other? The highlight hippie? Know Blaine? Yeah, absolutely. Miley's met Blaine before, though, briefly, before I even went to prison. So, speaking of which, I can't be on late because Miley has a cross-country meet early as crap in Tupelo tomorrow.
Am I
High
single?
School.
Do I need to be?
I really should post some more stuff of her. She has some really good times lately. Cross countries are every Saturday. Volleyball is on Mondays and Tuesdays, and thankfully that's it right now. Oh, and cheerleading. She cheers on Thursdays. It's a lot. There's a lot going on in my 13-year-old's life right now. Oh, Kayla and Kevin. Holy crap. When she sent that, for whatever reason, when I watched the commercial of Kayla with the boy in the back, with the guy in the background, I don't know why I didn't realize that was Kevin. I don't know why they didn't click with me until I was watching the show. I don't know what I thought. How many drugs is Brandon on? I don't really know what Brandon's got going on. She really seems to be struggling, though. She seems to be going through it. And then I feel like we did not really get to see the entirety of Chaz conversing with her friend. That seems like something that we didn't catch much of it because they made it seem like he had been having these extensive conversations with her, and we just saw like one text. So I want to see the rest of the conversations. I want to know how far this went. But did you see her face when she was telling the producers that she's like, oh yeah, I let my friend post. I posted an ad for my friend, and the producers.
Never have.
The producer said, "Why were your pictures posted on the ad?" And she just looked like. I'm like, girl, you can't. No, I don't believe that. Oh, look, somebody said you're
Yeah.
lame.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Who's the bigger vagina, Dante or Chaz? Deontay.
Blaine's throwing so much shade. Y'all see why Blaine is throwing shade the next time you see the rest of the Tupelo fiasco. By the way, Tupelo, Mississippi is not a good place to be throwing chairs and pictures, and that's a really bad place for that. Like, literally, as this is happening, I look up and I can see police cars going by. I was tripping. I'm on probation. I can't be here for this. I was really mad at him for doing all of that. I felt like it was completely unnecessary. But whatever.
I wish I could respond to, like, each and every individual on here.
Blaine does respond to each and every person that messages him. I swear, every time I see him, he's on Instagram responding. Get in the car, Blaine.
Here we go. Let's ride.
No, they're talking about when you were being a smartass and I was leaving the lawyer's office. You were like, he's trying to get in touch with you harder than the dope man.
Facts.
Blaine is really, really funny. Hang on, Kiki and Kavit said, Lindsay, do you think Kayla can do better than Kevin? I don't know, because the thing is, Kayla seems headstrong for Kevin. Like, this, it doesn't seem like she's looking for anything other than Kevin. I'm sure Kayla's pretty. She could probably be with just about whoever she wants, but she doesn't seem to want anybody but Kevin. And so I guess it's up to Kevin to either, you know, make a choice and get in there or not.
Bet, slide in.
What?
Somebody said they're going to DM me. Slide on in.
God, he's pulling his phone out. He's literally about to check to see.
Where you at?
Oh, God. Blaine's never been much of a social media person.
Never.
Hendrix Sean said Blaine has a funny, dry sense of humor. You do have a dry sense of humor. Kayla and Kevin have a fetish of something. Oh, wait, I lost it. Fighting gets them turned on, said constant reality check. Listen, that is some people's thing. So I don't particularly like the arguing and stuff. I'll just basically walk away from it because I just am not that invested. But sorry, I'm reading over his shoulder.
Watch your time sheet. Don't watch me. Bad.
I was being nosy. Busted. Yeah, so background on Blaine, he has 2 kids.
Yes.
He's going through CPS for custody of 1. He's active in both of their lives.
So that's probably another reason that y'all are not going to see me post any pictures of my son, because of their rules and regulations. I'm not allowed to have them on any kind of social media. So, but I do have a 7-year-old son and a 3-year-old little girl. Love them. They're my world.
I tease because, okay, so a lot of people say they can't understand Blaine, and I was kind of just like...
What does Blaine handle? Blaine Mac Bailey, MAC.
Sorry, I keep looking at my hand. I burned the crap out of it. Look, you can see the handle of the pan. Like, where I grabbed the pan, there was a circle, and you can see the circle on the... Anyway.
Yeah, she needed to ride the short bus on that move. I mean, from what you told me, I mean, it sounds pretty...
I had a
Mitt?
Yeah, I had an oven mitt on, but I had it on my left hand, and I reached up and grabbed my right hand. What's up with them work boots?
Yeah. Real nice.
I think I'm actually going to post a video of me when I'm actually working here soon. I'm going to do like a reel of what I actually do in my day-to-day work attire. I do wear shorts to work all the time. It's hot, like especially in the summer. Like we just finished in an attic, and when I say it's like 110 degrees up there. Lindsay, do you mind if I promote Sarcasm? Kiki and Kibitz, go for it. You know Kiki and Kibitz, Mary is actually writing for Sarcasm now, so I think that's actually really cool. That she's really going above and beyond. Like, she's really taken her platform and ran with it. So I think it's really great for them. And I saw their following has increased drastically here lately. If you're not following Kiki and Kibitz, you need to, because they have all of the tea. Like, I found out so much about my cast members, and it's all from bloggers like Kiki and Kibitz. Oh, Team Lindsay.
Yeah.
What am I doing for work? So, Candy, I do drywall finishing. So I started working construction with Blaine. I didn't really know what I was doing. I kind of just... How was that when I first started working?
Yeah, good work ethic.
Does that mean you sucked at everything else?
No, she'll sit there on the damn phone and she's like, hey, off your ass and on your feet and get to work. You just got to tell her what to do. And as soon as you tell her what to do, she's handling that business.
Blaine taught me most of the skills I have. Of course, there's other people in our crew. I learned a lot from...
Thank you for the follow. Brandy
girl.
Does
it say Brandy girl? No, Brandy GLI. Constant reality check said, well played, Starcasm. I learned our drywall finishing from a guy on our crew named Rollo.
I'm glad somebody loves the accent. I usually get Boomhauer.
Oh, that's what...
The southern deep draw. And I'm like the only one they put down subtitles for on here. What the hell?
What was that guy's name from last season that had the really bad messed up teeth, and he was with the older lady? I think they were from like Tennessee. I think his name started with a J. What was his name? I mean, you don't know because you wasn't really watching the show.
Yes, she focused on her daughter. Most definitely.
My daughter gets like all my time, energy, and money. Hood Taurus said I need a pink hard hat to match my pink tool belt.
Actually,
I have one. I do have
one.
Yeah, it was actually in the cart. I don't use it very often, but it was actually in the cart.
His name was Jeff.
That's right, it was Jeff. Jeff, they always put subtitles under his name. Whenever he was talking, they'd put what he was saying because you could understand him.
That's because I'm special. That's all it is.
Yeah, you're special.
I'm not special either.
Jeff and Anissa. That's right. I wonder what happened to them. I heard they were getting married. Does anybody know? I bet Kiki and Kibitz would know. Tony. No, Tony lives in California now. I saw that.
This Wi-Fi sucks.
Wait, Ms. Red said, Anissa, don't hate on my Wi-Fi. Said Anissa, poor lady. She is poor now. He spent all of her money. Your dad would get the subtitles too, Blaine.
Stay tuned.
Kiki and Kibitz said they are broken up. See, I knew they would know. Jeff got a new woman. Oh, God. Sexy man in Ohio says, I need actual boots, not high-heeled boots. I do have actual work boots. But those boots were great for work and nighttime attire because I was going on a date straight from work. So...
It's a lovely date you had.
Courtney said, are you and Deontay okay now?
Stay tuned.
I don't even know how to answer that. I don't.
No.
I heard that Jeff got new teeth. I heard he had a GoFundMe and got his teeth fixed.
I do have a brother, but he's younger.
And he has a girlfriend. She's really cool. Would you recommend going on Love After Lockup for other people who are in a relationship with someone incarcerated? I feel like the show is a really fun thing to do. I feel like it has a lot of ups and downs with anything. I will say that relationships are hard enough that if you aren't really strong in your relationship, then anything coming in, putting added stress and pressure on a relationship will cause more hardships. So just be aware of that. But overall, I've loved being on the show. It's been a fun experience. It's been something that, I'm not going to be on television. Let's just be honest here. unless it's for something like this. And what?
Somebody sent me something real nice.
Okay, somebody just sent their JJ to Blaine.
Real nice.
Okay, I have got to get up early for this cross-country meet in the morning. Thanks for coming by. Blaine's still reading. He spent the entire live reading people's posts. Say bye, Blaine.
I don't want to. No, we ain't worried about no feds watching.
What?
Somebody said you worry about the feds watching. Not anymore.
The feds watch me. I'm on probation, so they're all up in my business.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture back. What's up?
And Blaine's sending dick pics. Bye, everybody. Say bye, Blaine.
Bye.